good team? It's your boy Neal back with another reaction video, guys. Here we are with cost of living in Germany. How expensive is it? I know, of course, in different areas prices are going to be different, but I'm interested to hear like the average cost of living. Before we dive in, make sure you subscribe to the channel, ring notification bell, get a video a thumbs up so it gets suggested. Social media, Patreon, all up top. You want to subscribe to any of it? Put all the links in the description. All you gotta do is hit the link, follow me, talk to me, shoot me. I talk back. You guys got a favorite video suggestion? You can subscribe to Patreon or drop it in the comment section. Oh my God!
What is up? Welcome to today's video. It is Danny here. So yeah,
Danny?
I'm right now here in Hamburg. As of the last 3 months, pretty much home city. So as of right now, I'm in the beautiful city of Hamburg. And so far in the last few months, I can say the city is super aesthetic. There's a lot of really cool places to see. And also, I wanted to try out my new equipment. I got the microphone, so I hope they work out well.
I like that.
And yeah.
I need to invest in one of them little microphones. I need to see how much that costs. I think I need one of those. Keep it going, I'm sorry.
I wanted to try out my new equipment. I got the microphone, so I hope they work out well. And yeah, I'm right now in the area of the Hafen City, and it's pretty much the most expensive one. So if you want to live here for a super small apartment, it's going to be at least €1,000. So yeah, make sure to smash up the thumbs up button, so hopefully I can afford it in like 10 years going forward.
What's the super small apartment? Like what are we talking about size? What, €1,000 for super small? Like, but he said it's an expensive city, so of course things are going to be more expensive. So I understand. All right, it might be like the New York of America. So if it's along those outlines, it makes sense.
So hopefully I can afford it in like 10 years going forward. Still, thumbs up. And after doing a few videos on my apartment, on overall budgeting, and yeah, traveling for quite a long time, this is gonna be my home for the next few months, years, we'll see. And I want to do a cost of living video in Germany. So we're gonna break it all down. Cost of living, transport, food. We all gonna do it under the premise on keeping it on a budget, keeping it as affordable as possible, and why we do it, or let's say I do it. I'm gonna talk about at the end of the video. But for now, let's jump in.
Talk to me.
And I'm not gonna lie, it's already pretty cold. And with that, we're coming also to the main cost of living, which is rent. Okay, definitely one of the other big cost factors is renting an apartment. And yeah, our place, I've shown it in a few videos. We're still doing little tweaks here and there.
Is that did he just walk through the living room? What? Nah. When he walked, he just walked in the bedroom.
The other big cost factors is renting an apartment. And yeah, our place, I've shown it in a few videos. We're still doing little tweaks here and there. I love this place. It's actually, I would say, like 15 minutes probably of a car ride outside of the city. A few months ago on the radio, they have been saying all the time the costs are rising. So let me break it down for you. This is a fully new renovated apartment, and it's a little bit more than we wanted to pay. So basically the rent is around 700, something like 710 or 15 euro. That is already with the heating cost, and adding up to that electricity and water. So the two of us are living here, so we split the cost. So it ends up to be somewhere around 400 euro for a person. Obviously, the apartment is like 55 square meters. It's not big, it's not super small either. We have looked at smaller places. We have looked at places that have been further out or have been like in horrible condition. Some of them have been priced the same. Some of them have been a little cheaper, but also it's super hard to get an apartment. So we are lucky that we got this one just because the demand is very high. For now, I'm happy for what we got.
Yeah, so what is it? 715 euro? Not bad at all. Not bad rent at all. And that comes with the heating, I think he said. So you just got to pay electricity and water on top of that. That's solid. And it's 2 of them. So it's chop that price in half. Even better. That's This is why I need to stop living by myself. There's perks to living alone, but the cons are that you gotta pay for everything by yourself. It's not fun. It's not.
For now, I'm happy for what we got. Alright guys, and another very big thing is obviously transportation. And what I really love to do is take the bike, no parking, no gasoline cost. And another thing that is pretty epic here in Hamburg is that they have bikes for free. You can rent them out for up to half an hour. They're everywhere. You just download an app and you're ready to go. You get to see also a lot more, but unfortunately not on every day. It's such a good weather as it is today, so check that out. On days like this, to be honest, I usually would prefer the subway. Let's talk about that.
Talk to me.
Okay, so right now we're here at the subway and the cost is decent. It's not as expensive as maybe in Scandinavian countries, but I gotta say I don't use it too often, but the price point is like 2 to like 320 euros. So okay, obviously another major,
like 2 euros to $3, like 3.2. That's cheap. That's cheap. That's great.
Euros, so. Okay, obviously another major cost factor is food, grocery shopping, and I would say I personally spend like 150 euro a month, which I think is moderately low. And I'm gonna take you with me on a little grocery trip. Let's go.
150 a month? That's it? That is all? My groceries cost about double that, about 300 a month. And that's not like eating out. Like I'm eating out in between that. That's like groceries, like about 300 a month if I really tallied it up. Yeah.
Currently low, and I'm gonna take you with me on a little grocery trip. Let's go. Alright guys, so we're grocery shopping right now. I pretty much focus on buying it pretty basic, as unprocessed as it gets. For one reason, it's a lot more affordable, it's cheaper, so I have like a carb source, a protein source, a fat source, like carb source like noodles, rice, and then I'm getting like lean meats and a lot of veggies, a lot of fruits, sometimes a little ice cream here and there, but that's pretty much it. And in the end, that makes it a lot more affordable, but also in the end, it ends up also being healthier for you. I'd say this is a spot where I do work very effectively. As mentioned before, I stick to the basic stuff. Rice, noodles, just fruits and vegetables, which are a little bit definitely pricier. But just things like oats, for example. I'm making my shakes that I love to do. Makes, I would say, relatively speaking, for me, I try to drive the cost down of eating, because I do eat quite a lot because of the gym, because of sports, and wanting to bulk up a little, you have to eat a lot. Alrighty, so this so far has been the cost of living video, and those have been actually just a few spontaneous clips that I filmed throughout January. A lot of people are always asking like, yo, you're living in Germany, just moved to a new place, how does your day-to-day look like, how does your life look like? And yeah, I wanted to connect it to the topic of cost of living, so if you actually came for that, I'm aware that this is not an actual proper full guide where I break everything down. So if you have any specific questions, drop it down in the comments and I will try to answer all of them. And what I mentioned in the beginning about just living affordably, living below your means, I wanted to just drop it into this video. Obviously, it's already the ending, so if you're still watching, I want to make this video a little bit more meaningful for myself, hopefully for you too, and address the topic of living below your means, which I have been doing definitely in the last few years, even while traveling in some way or the other, and really prioritizing on what you really enjoy. So
I feel like that's very important. Learning how to live below your means is definitely something that I feel like everybody needs to know how to do. Now, if you have the money to, of course, live above your means, and by y'all, like, I want to get to that level too, so I'm not mad at you. But learning how to live below your means. If you don't have the money to live above your means, you definitely that definitely needs to be learned.
Way or the other, and really prioritizing on what you really enjoy. So for me, I've been talking about optimizing your grocery shopping and buying products that are maybe more affordable, buying them in bulk, buying them less processed, or when it comes to, using the bike instead of getting a car. Like, I could be getting a car right now, but I'm much rather put that money aside either for a trip, and I actually just booked flights for March. We'll talk about that in a second. And or just put it aside to be able to invest that money for it to be able to grow over the next 5, 10, 20 years. So really thinking a long term, or putting it aside for possible business ventures, projects that you may be wanting to work on. So that is the main reason why I really enjoy to be living below my means. So always being able to put money aside, and I know obviously that's not for everyone, not everyone is in the position to do that, but that is basically the reason why I try to optimize my way of living according to my goals, according to my future idea of the life that I want to be living. So let's say if my income is going to be growing in the next few months, in the next few years, I still will always be living below my means. So for example, I put down a certain percentage number of when I reach that type of income, I will be getting a car, because I love cars. I want just the practicality of it also. But living in a big city, I don't really need it.
I feel that.
And just a few thoughts. While everyone is busy keeping up with everyone else, with always getting the newest stuff, with always going on vacation, with showing up at fancy places, while there is nothing wrong with that, I like to be thinking long term, to be thinking, is what I'm doing today bringing me closer to where I want to be tomorrow? And on that note,
I love his mindset. I absolutely love his mindset. And what I'm doing today bringing me closer to where I want to be tomorrow.
Closer to where I want to be tomorrow. And on that note, we're gonna end the video. But let me know if you're interested in this budgeting, personal finance topic. There are definitely gonna be a few more videos on that coming soon. Oh, and what I almost forgot to mention is, for everyone who enjoys my travel vlogs, I also want to get to warm places. I just booked the flights 2 days ago. It's gonna be a trip throughout March and April, and I'm super pumped for it. More about that coming in the future videos. Until then, you got a role to see.
I rocked with that video. So the cost of living definitely cheaper than America, obviously. I knew that going in, but even where he's at, it's cheaper than where I'm at, which I feel like in America is on the cheaper end. My cost of living, if I had to put it in the dollars a month, I'd say probably in the area of $1,600 to $2,000 a month for me, if I was to add everything up. About $1,600 to $2,000 a month. But that's with I got subscriptions to streaming sites and all that different stuff. But subscriptions to the gym, to 2 different gyms. One's where I could able to play basketball. The others just working out. But so with all of that, I fall somewhere in $1,600 to $2,000, somewhere in that range. But that's all we got for this one. You guys got a favorite video suggestion, you can subscribe to Patreon or drop it in the comment section. Subscribe to the channel, ring notification bell, get a video a thumbs up so it gets suggested. Social media and Patreon are all up top. You can subscribe to any of it. Put all the links in the description. All you gotta do is hit the link, follow me, talk to me. Love talking to you guys. You guys are the most incredible team on YouTube. It's your boy Neal. Out.